Hey everybody, welcome back. Stonebroke Adventure, Boston Whaler Restoration, 13-foot classic. I believe it's a 1971. We've got the thing painted. We got it flipped over. We got the trailer all set up for it. Now we have to start working on the inside. More sanding, more grinding, more prepping. All right, so this thing has been it's been re-gel coated on the inside. We're gonna grind as much of this gel coat off of the inside, kind of get it back down to the blue. Got a lot of crazing here. The primer's gonna fill most of that. We've got some large crazing here. We're gonna fill this in with some fairing compound, get everything smoothed out once we get down to kind of that blue gel coat, that original gel coat. You can see here it has the oar locks. We're gonna be filling those in. We have some actual stress cracks here that we've already started kind of dremeling out the stress cracks on the gel coat. I can tell here, I say in these older Boston Whalers, probably pretty new technology working with gel coats, with fiberglass. And I think they didn't realize that gel coat, if you make the gel coat too thick, that's what caused a lot of this crazing. They just put real thick gel coat on. You could tell that it kind of ran into the corners when the mold was upside down, and that's what caused so much of the crazing on these old whalers. Super thick gel coat in certain portions. You can see here along the edges, this mold was upside down and they sprayed into these portions. These would be the lower portions, and a lot of that gel coat would have ran into that mold before they started laying up the glass. And I believe that's what caused a lot of this heavy crazing. But we're grinding everything out, kind of getting everything smooth as much as we can. We have some repairs we need to make. That's gonna be my next repair right there. We'll show that here in a minute. Another hole. And then let's go over here to the other side. And we've got another big hole here. We've ground everything out. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna fill this. I don't know if I'm gonna use micro balloons and resin to kind of create my own foam, or if I'm gonna use a polyurethane two-part pour on this. But we're dry inside. But there was some wet foam that I busted out. Look at this, the old original wiring running through the hole. We don't need that anymore. We're gonna cut this out. A lot of work on that portion right there. Say more of the heavy crazing inside of the box. We'll get that down as best we can, and then fair it out. Like I say, a lot of sanding. I'm gonna try to get as much of this white gel coat out of here. So we got a lot of sanding we gotta do, a lot of prep, and old repairs we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, so we got quite a bit of work again, a lot of holes in this boat. This thing's been modified and remodified and remodified. We're gonna fill everything in, get everything nice and neat, start from scratch. There is the original hull ID. If anyone can find any information on this hull ID, let me know. But yeah, we're gonna get started with a real simple fiberglass repair. All right, so we're getting prepared here for the repair. There's the repair. We've sanded everything down really good. We're gonna clean it up with some denatured alcohol. We have our Sun Cure resin ready to go. We got the PVA to give that Sun Cure an air barrier so it dries tack-free. So it cures tack-free. We got our fiberglass here. We're gonna cut a bunch of fiberglass pieces to fit the patch. We're gonna tape everything off around the edges so we just don't have a big mess to clean up. We don't have to do any extra sanding. We have our little mixing cup. I like using these little P cups. They work great. And we're gonna get started. All right, let's go ahead and clean everything up here. We got the denatured alcohol, cleaning everything up. That denatured alcohol will evaporate real nice. Just give it time to evaporate. Make sure everything's clean. So you can see here, we taped everything off. It just makes the job a little bit cleaner. We've got our patch material cut, right? We've got some filler material that we're gonna cut and we're gonna stuff down in these little holes. We're gonna let this dry up just a little bit more, and then we're gonna get started.
All right, so here we are. We've got our respirator on so we don't get poisoned. And we got our little chop pieces here used for filler, and we got our little patch pieces. Everything's dried up and ready to go. You know what, I really like using popsicle sticks to kind of get everything to work everything. Set that off to the side with these popsicle sticks. Just grab it and start laying it up. These little patches. These are little filler pieces here. All right. Just start sticking them in. Remember, this is UV cure, so you got plenty of working time with it as long as there's no light getting to it. The second light hits this, it's going to start setting up. But as long as there's no UV light hitting it, you got plenty of working time with this. Make sure everything's saturated. Little center patch in here. All right, so we're going to have plenty of overlap on this. All right, let's start putting our big patches on. Something like this. There we go. These edges will be feathered out. Patch right there. Go ahead and put one more on, and that's going to give this thing plenty of strength. So we will fair it out. And we've got a little bit of a hole here, and we're just gonna, that way we're not wasting any of this resin, we're just gonna just pour some of that in that hole, seal that hole up. We're gonna have to repair this anyway. Peel this tape off now. Everything's pretty well masked off. All right, we're getting some UV on it now. So it's starting to tack up. I think we can put our PVA on now. It's a nice coat as an air inhibitor. Bring it out in the sun, let it cure here for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and it'll be all finished up.
All right. Nice and solid there. That's finished. Put a little expand foam in the oar locks. We have expand foam here where that big hole was. We're letting that all cure. Oar locks, we had another hole here, nice size hole that we patched up with the expand foam. So we're just gonna let this cure. We're gonna trim it back on the next episode, start doing some more patch and repair. So from Stonebroke Adventure, until next time, bloop.